Let's do this. How about that, guys? I had a morning meeting. The game up here. My allergies are terrible today, so might be a lot of chest clearing. I apologize up ahead for that. Switching on over here. Let me actually get another little ditty up for you guys here. My brother's been working on another song. Thomas Gideon, what's up, dude? Hey, Rainmar, come on, man. With the spoilers, bro. That's good. Good, Anakin. Dude, that guy is this guy. That guy is this guy. That guy right there, me. Him, me. Him, that's me. I want to show you. I want to show you guys this. My brother made, like I said, my brother made a second track that he's working on. Precious time to send it to me. Find it for you. Alright. Here we go. So, this is only a minute long. We'll just play it real quick. You guys can hear this. And this is the second song. So, the song that you heard in the intro of the stream, my brother made that. So, this is the second one. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This one slaps. Dude, right? So good. Dude, that is so... He sent me just like the first 10 seconds. It says like, hey, this is what I'm listening. This is what I'm working on. I was like, you need to stop doing your job to support your kids and your wife and get onto this immediately. Immediately. Like, that is such a sweet song. Someone said, your brother makes good video game type music. Yeah, so he's 39, 38, 38, 37, 37, 38. I'm 33. He's 4 years older than me. He's 37. He's going to turn 38 in 2021. I'm 34. Yeah, he's 37, 34, 38. And so he grew up in the 80s. Then my other brother is 40, going to turn 41 in March or April. So they have like a really close connection, obviously, to the 80s. And through them, I basically grew up in the 80s as well, even though I was born in 87. But it's nostalgic for us, especially during this time. Kind of creates a safe haven is what I meant to say. Someone also said... What was I looking for? Oh, smooth, nice, mournful, and expansive. Yeah, the name of the song is Feels. Avery Powers, welcome to the stream, dude. Kind of has that feel, right, Steven? God, my mouth. My beard is so dry, so it's just everywhere. So let's take a look at where we are. We took over both Athens and Sparta last stream. So we have got the points of Greece that really matter. But let's try to take out Epirus here today. And our goal here is to pretty much cannibalize the Byzantine Empire. Now the year is 1083. And this is pretty obviously indicative of what things were going on in the Byzantine Empire around this time. Really the... Jeez, sorry guys. The last time we really get a big empire is under Justinian. Justinian, like I was talking about last time, conquers or reconquers everything in the name of the Eastern Roman Empire. And this is called the Byzantine Empire, but we've also made the distinction that that's not really a thing until the 16th century or so, or 15th century or so, after 100 or 200 years after the fall of the actual Byzantine Empire. They still saw themselves as Romans. They called themselves the Romani, as I was saying before. But under Justinian, we get pretty much all of the old holdings of the Western Roman Empire, for the exception of this over here. Everything else, for the most part, was reconquered. You have Italy, you have what is now, or what was Carthage, everything in North Africa. You have the entirety of Egypt. This chunk right here, so the Levant over to here pretty much was taken. But the Arab lands were not. They were never recaptured or anything of the sort. And there is a huge difference, too, between Persian and Arab. So that is an important distinction to make, especially when you're taking a look at the historical connotations of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, or the Umayyads, who then take over the Persian Empire and create one of the largest caliphates and one of the largest empires too at its height. So it's just an important distinction to make, the hard cultural difference between what is now the Seljuk Turks, which is predominantly Islam, and what was, or at this point it was it Sassanid Persians? I can't remember. My brain's not working. It was Persian Empire, and then of course Arabs that came out of this region after the formation of Islam. With the oh man, what's the name of that? It's something. Not Sultanate of Rum. Khaldun? Something Dune Caliphate is the first real big Arab empire that moves northward and takes over portions of Persia until it becomes eventually and also they took over Alexandria, which is really important. So the Byzantine Empire at its height was huge, right? Because we take a look at the Eastern Roman Empire and we take a look at the Western Roman Empire and how it's expanded over all this land. That's a good one, Edwin. But Thulsa Doom. No, not that. Here, I have to look it up now. Rashidun. And I know I'm mispronouncing that. Maybe Rashidun. This. That's the first caliphate to have ever really existed, and that's the one that kind of creates the emergent power of Islam in the world. So Alexandria was essentially the breadbasket of the Byzantine Empire, and of course it's located right over here. And Alexandria was under Roman rule for centuries, right? You have Ptolemaic Egypt, which is a huge part of what eventually becomes Roman Egypt. And Ptolemy was one of the generals of Alexander the Great. And of course, we have the successor kingdoms. To prefer starting as a count and growing from there. I'll answer that in a sec, Rise. The successor kingdoms of the Seleucids, of the Macedonians, and everything over here. Like, for the most part, what's really interesting about Persian and then eventually the, at the very end of it all, the Ottoman empires and stuff like that, the progression of this kind of Near East, Central, Middle East location, is that it has such a heavy early Greek influence. Because with Alexander the Great and the controlling all the way pretty much up to this point, this mountain range, these lands become Grecoized. They become Greco in a sense, right? They're the Bactrian empire, as it were, rules for a good portion of time. The Seleucidic Empire is huge, and at its height spans from pretty much this whole portion that says Seljuk all the way down over to here, all the way over into Anatolia. The Seleucidic Empire was really huge. The Roman breadbasket back. And it influenced these lands extremely, because even after Alexander's successors left, and all of the kingdoms fractured apart, and the Parthians, which really took over this area after all that, they still had that Greco influence, that kind of very Greek style about their architecture, about their armor, about a lot of different things. And you see that kind of meld together when you kind of look at the height of the Persian empires or any of the empires after that take place in this area, and how they then also influence into the Byzantine Empire. When you look at the Byzantine Empire and their style of armor across their legionnaires, across the many centuries of its existence, they start to pull in from the Middle East, they start to pull in from Central Asia, they start to really get a lot of different flavor to their armor, where you simply had chainmail before, Hamada, I think it was what it was called, from the legionnaires, which was really the main staple of armor. After the Lorica Segmentata, the plate armor that you saw on Romans, it eventually evolved back to chainmail because it was easier to mass produce, and also was easier to outfit soldiers that weren't necessarily trained in Roman training camps. Hey, here's a chainmail shirt. You don't need to worry about the weight on it, versus, hey, here is an Imperial Legionnaire that happens around the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd centuries AD. Those guys were trained to have, 80 pounds of gear on them at all times, and marching from location to location and setting up camps and so on and so forth. It's easier to throw a chainmail shirt on a guy and pretty much conscript him into the military for Roman citizenship, essentially. So this, like I said, evolves into a lot of the different types of armor like lamellar and scale mail that you started to see from the Slavic groups or from Central Asia that then influenced the Byzantine armor. And you don't really get that really Western influence until the 11th, 12th, and 13th centuries AD, when you start to get kettle helms, variations of kettle helms coming into Byzantine, and how this is really just a huge melting pot across both the East and the West. So it's a very interesting point of reference. And like I was saying with Alexandria, when they lost Alexandria, the population of Constantinople shrank significantly, because they could no longer feed them. So that's what creates, this is the thematic system. These are pretty much all the themes of the region that were created in Anatolia. And essentially, because the Eastern Roman Empire couldn't pay its military, it would create these themes and say, okay, in lieu of payment, we're going to give you land. And you won't be ruled by the emperor directly. You'll be essentially ruled by a king. It's essentially a Roman feudal system. And these guys, I can't remember their name, Stragoi or something like, it's not Stragoi, Stragos, something like that. But the cool thing here too is that this evolved into becoming, like I said, Roman feudal system. And you had a way to maintain the army without having to constantly pay them money. So basically, the government took out a loan against the military and paid it back with land. That's essentially the easiest way to kind of look at that. And these themes had to be broken up because they were actually able to consolidate quite a bit of power. This is the final kind of formation of them, but I think this whole one right here, Armeniac was one big one. A lot of these were larger themes put together, so they broke them down again to kind of reduce their ability to consolidate power. So it was a really ingenious system, and that's something that the Romans always did, was adapt, was take a look at what was the current state of the world, the current state of the military, all sorts of innovations, and either buy their way out of it, buy their way into it, or adapt their system to accommodate it. It was one of the three. Love history time. Everybody calls me a history buff, but you're insane. Been binge watching your videos lately. Keep doing you. Thank you very much, Avery. Appreciate that, man. This is your first stream too, right? Good call, Misha. Let us summon the Discord. Okay, so let's get down. Let's have some fun here. Welcome aboard, man, and thank you very much for the donation. I really appreciate that, dude. One sec, guys. Anytime my parents message me, it's always about something Christmas related, but I always kind of freak out because of the climate we're in right now, so I always respond immediately. All right. Yeah, my parents are 70 and 72. I think my dad just turned 73. Oh, Professor Pone. How are the giveaways going? Not doing any giveaways today, but we'll definitely do some like some Christmas giveaways for sure. Well, Avery, I really appreciate it, man. And you also got to see the new donation stuff. I just put a whole bunch of new notifications up and everything. Okay, so let's take a look at where we're going to go. Oh, that fucking hat. So, Giorgio here is trying to challenge me for best beard in the land. I don't think it'll go well for him. The nerve of Bulgaria to be that splintered. Bulgaria's actually got a big old chunk of land. I love that they added this in so I can see who they've killed. I don't think I've killed anyone. So who do we take out? I kind of want to keep my presence on this side of the peninsula. Epirus is looking pretty juicy. He does have some interesting... Okay, that guy's... Wow, that... Oh, okay, that's too... That's big. I thought that was just this right here. I'm like, this is fine. But no, it's a little bit bigger than I thought. Got Cyprus. I heard it pronounced the other day, Cyprus. I've never heard that. Robert Baratheon. I'm drunk. Bring me ale. And then this little dude, or lady. What up, Josh? How you doing, dude? We got Jackson Williams, we got Josh here, we got Professor Pone. Pone, did you see these? Check this out. This is the new, first off, this is the new subscriber one. This is the new donation one.
Thank you for the donation.
Right? That's pretty sweet, right? Oh, Avery Powers is a new member of the channel now. Thanks, man. You're showing me all sorts of love today. Thank you very much, dude. Welcome to the family. It's a twisted family. There's a lot of butt stuff, but we appreciate having you here. So, Pone, don't tell Nick. Don't tell Nick. You guys can know this. There's not a lot of you here today. There's only 64. There's only 64. So, Turn is going to do a stream for some charity, I believe. I don't remember if he's going to do the charity or not, but there's a kick to it. I don't want to ruin what it is, but essentially we'll be doing something on camera if we lose. Pone, you know what that is. I was thinking of buying a hot dog costume to do it. And not telling him. I'm just going to turn the camera on and I'm going to be in a hot dog costume. So we can create the game of Hellas, but I don't want to do that just yet. Ask for pardon. Are we still trying to get that hook? Should I do it? Is that what are you trying to say? Yeah, do it. It's only 20 bucks, so if I never use it again, I don't care. Help I use, help I... Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's fabricate claim. See, the problem is that it's just going to take so long to convert to Hellenism. They've changed in the most recent patch that you can no longer convert the ruler of a location and then he converts the county. It's now it has to be done through this. So it's an unfortunate circumstance because before you used to just be able to, okay, I'll do this and I'll convert this person and then that's all I'll need to do. Because if I take a look here, see, this is all still orthodoxy. No one has converted, and I've converted my vassals to... What are those spectacles? I've converted him to Hellenic. So that makes converting a huge challenge. So I think that my son will probably have to go down the religion branch to try and influence that or change that. So I don't have any... Oops. We're trying to find a good target to go to war with. Ooh, Crete's down there now, huh? And I love mint green tea, or as the British would call it, dirty mint water. It's hard for me to decide what to do here because everything has got a decent sized army now through alliances, and I'm the only one without alliances. So I'm trying to create... You know what I don't like is the similarity of banners. Because when you look at... There's too many banners that look the same. Well, they look very similar, very similar. Like when I saw that he was... this guy had an alliance, he's like... I was like, when did he get an alliance with Denmark? And then there's another one. Yeah. Estonia and Denmark have a very similar flag. You can see the difference, obviously, but it's still very jarring. The Breadbasket King. Well, I don't necessarily want to go to the war with Fatimids just yet. I'd still like to secure more of the Byzantine Empire from the inside out. A COA creator? What's a COA creator? That's not a bird, that's a lion. That's a spicy sausage. Oh, coat of arms. They were saying that they were going to do it. They just don't have the means to do it just yet. So, I could actually take these little guys out. They don't really have any alliances. Let's try that. He has an alliance. No one. That's larger, but not large. Yeah, coat of arms. They said they were going to be adding. I would have liked to have taken the Duchy of Thrace, because, you know, Spartacus was a Thracian slave. Maybe we work on... Who am I swaying right now? Bulgaria, okay. Yeah, guys, 56 of you bros checking in today. Make sure you are liking the stream. It helps me out a ton. Can't decide where to go. The Aegean Islands might be the place to go. I just don't want to go take this. I don't understand. So last episode 2, this guy gave me a claim on these lands. So I can already declare war for the Duchy of Athens, this, or my claims. I don't understand the point of that, to be honest. Like, did he just give me a claim to go to war on him with? Or is there like a furtherance of this that I just don't understand yet? Are you heading out, Josh? Oh, you are there. There we go. I see it. All right, Josh. Thanks for jumping in, man. Have a good one. All right, later, Jackson. Have a good one, guy. Good to see you as well, man. So Josh, Josh asked, when you click on a rally point and select raise all here, does it spawn like 3 or 4 armies around the rally point? You might be in a tribal location, and that changed things recently. If I click here and I go to raise all armies, so see how it says this? Control click to not split the armies based on supply limits. So what it's saying is, with the most recent patch, look at my supply limit. It's 61, 62. So if my armies, if I have 61, 63, it'll raise 61, 62, and that last one will be in its own region over here. And they did that because when you have a large army in your tribal, you'll plop everyone down, then you'll have to split them up, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So now, whenever you press raise all armies, it will check the supply limit of the location that you've set your rally point to, and if it is, if the location itself, it has too low of a supply point, it'll split everyone up. But if you don't want that to happen, press Control, then click it. Yeah, of course, Josh. Anytime, man. Let us take a look. We could do some raiding. Whoa. Dukla became a vassal. Huh. So the Byzantine Empire grew just through vassalage. And we could even, like, my eventual goal is to push over into Italy. So we could try to take Apulia at one point. Not right now, but eventually. Which will be very fun. So Epirus is, I think, a decent size. Let's just do this little quick war and get the de jure lands of Athens, because we do not have that yet. And we'll deal with this one later. I don't really want to go marching and island hopping on this guy. I don't really know what to do with this dude. Like, he gave me the claim. I just wish there was a way I could just say, oh, you've given me the claim? Can't we just, like, you know, have a proxy war and I go and take everything, which is basically just an annexing? Alright, Rainmar, have a good one, dude. Performing his duties as my spy master, Basarab has uncovered a secret held by Duke Constantinos of Antolican. He had recently secretly taken Theodosia, a commoner from Girgu, as a lover. Do we do? That's this guy right here. So let's just do this little quick war. Not gonna have enough. Just go on my claims. So I actually don't know what crosses over, what point crosses over. I don't know if I have to go here, then to here, then to here. Or if there's, oh no, there's this little, that's a line. Is that a dotted line? Yeah, it's 2 dotted lines, right? So I can go over this portion. Is this game early access? No, this is full access. This game's been out since September. Is this another point where I can cross? I'm not sure. I would assume so, right? I mean... Josh, that's pretty fucking funny. Bishopric of Skyros? That's pretty sick. Yeah, right, I think I can... I'm trying to find a place to put my army. What's up, Tyrell? How you doing? I don't know if I drop them there. And they can march over this portion of land, I think. I'm gonna find out. I'm also kind of like a little worried to just do a lot of wars. Let's see. So I mean, the fact that I'm a different faith is going to be a hurdle for me. Oh, did you have a barbecue? Wait a minute. Tyrell, did you have a cookout or did you have a barbecue? That tells me what part of the US you're from, if you're in the US. Everyone outside of the South calls it a barbecue. Everyone in the South calls it a cookout. As I've been told, I'm not from the South. This clear distinction was made to me by a Southerner. And his exact words are, barbecue is what you do at the cookout. And I felt very stupid. Let's do this war. Oh, the Netherlands? Well, that's just different. Okay, raise these armies. Oh, I thought it was a horse. I was like, yo, he's on a horse? Okay, yeah, so it is right there. Guys, I started playing Valhalla. I'm loving it. Paris, alright, man. Check out Emperor's Own demo on Steam. I'm not affiliated with them, just a Kickstarter backer. Okay, I'll check it out, dude. Thank you very much, man. And yeah, Paris, I saw that you were also raised in the 80s. Sorry, man, it's been crazy. Then I forgot to respond to you, but the 80s, man, they're a good time, dude. I've been all on an 80s kick lately. Synthwave, rewatching 80s movies that I watched as a kid. So many fond memories. Going for the throat, I see, huh? Jed, 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Valhalla does feel a lot more like Black Flag. What I would really like to see, though, is... So picture this, my bros. To the cocky do Constantinos, you're burdened with your oppressive law. Oh. Yes, Raspvel, there's both. Or Raspyel? Well. Looks like we're going to be killing some peasants on our way up to liberate our city. Ha ha ha! An easy win! Whoa, why? Higher quality? More men-at-arms counter? More soldiers? Well, I mean, that's just not gonna do. Interesting. Oh. Suppose that makes sense. They have a lot of pikemen. What counters pikemen? Yeah, I think what we'll do is that. Yeah, yep. So, rather than me putting men-at-arms, or armored men-at-arms, we're going to hire some mercenaries. It'll be a little bit of a waste, but it'll guarantee we do a quick end of this war. And I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, so we'll do the hoplites here. That'll give me 369 armored footmen that I'm then going to combine with this army. And it should overwhelmingly be enough to crush them. We'll do that. I mean, I've got plenty of money right now. Prisoners. It's a boy! 50 for this little guy? I wish I had gotten him, because then I could have converted him. How old is this dude? This guy's 31. He's ugly. God, he's hideous. Yeah. I don't think that's contributing to anything either. Yeah, no war score from prisoners. So we will get some money. Narful Garfax. We just dealt with that peasant revolt too. We got this over here. Find these forces. Now go to war. Chances are even. Let's save this game just in case. I'm surprised they're even. We outnumber them substantially, like. I could let them... Here, actually, we'll get closer. That'll change things. Wow, that's actually 40 days left. Can we make it in time? Alright, let's see how it goes. I'm surprised that they had such a huge advantage over me. Wow, that was a good roll on their part. I just think we'll win through like sheer attrition. Yeah, There's no way they can come back from this at this point. Okay, we are messing that guy Maximos is maximum punishment right now, dude. Just punching him right in the dick. Well, that was a very successful little fight. A lot of good folk in here. Let me go ahead and go to this and that. So do we go with a friendship with Bulgaria? I wonder, I wonder. %30 chance. I mean, I'd love to convert people to witches. That sounds really fun. Can't you just let me take you over? I wonder if it's easier for me to like... Yeah, like, see, I can... This guy's 16 and I can go for a befriend on this guy. If I get up to these lands, I could probably, like, create a lot of, like, really nice alliances. Like Hungary. I mean, right now this is a little too far. Oh, he's Catholic. But Pechenegs, I bet you I could do that. Different faith is not that huge of a penalty. Difference in rank. Let's do it. He's paranoid. He dislikes wise man, dislikes ambitious, and again, he's paranoid. So there's a paranoid -4, then there's a paranoid -25. So yeah, the paranoid one doesn't really help me. Befriend. Oh, this dude's also paranoid. There's paranoid people everywhere. Who did we get? We got the mayor. Or Tirfon. Who I could get some money from. Where's this guy? Where's he the mayor of? Lotus, right there. Oh, we convert you. You're all beat up. No one even wants you, man. I hate to say it. Whoa! Man. You are going to be a great addition to my army. Holy God. Man, he's almost as good as him. Almost. Damn, yeah, we're definitely bringing him into the old army here. I will negotiate your release under 2 circumstances. Convert and be recruited. So this dude, I could ransom him for 30 gold. But I think I'm going to demand his convert. Oh, that's right. He's a landed ruler. I hate this. I hate this. I wish that this was not a thing. No, the dreaded lover's pox. I mean, this guy just is like... I got some dread. Not necessarily a dreadful guy, though, you know? I'm kind of easy going. Hey, I mean, I see. I don't trust lustful people. Like, yeah, he's content, or he's humble, so make a good vassal. But lustful means that he'd get into some shit. What's up, Danilo? Okay, so I gotta go really like put the hurt on these guys. Let me put him. He's definitely. Someone said that's your new court champion, and he definitely is. Yeah. How do I replace this guy? Oh, whoops! It's Leaders Council. Oh, ooh, this guy's actually pretty good too. Bartholomeus Mountanus? This guy's name's Mountain? What? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I gotta get him married. No. Not marry my daughter. Heritable traits. By age. Not my daughter. This one will do. She's 30. Got some years. They can pop out a kid or two. Or maybe we start to make like... What is that shit? Romaine, the lettuce. I think she's probably a better candidate for one of my kids, but I will do that. That at least brings robust into his family line. Alright. Yeah, the mountain just killed a guy. Opens up with a head cracker. Now known as Lionheart. Oh man, what a great playthrough right now. Leonidas seems to enjoy our latest feast immensely. Of all things, he could not stop talking about the rich clothes and glittering gold he saw there. Greedy, gregarious. I got plenty of, or lustful. I'm thinking gregarious. Gregarious seems the best over greedy. It's sinful too, which is not good. I don't necessarily want to be lustful. It does help with fertility. And if he doesn't actually become my player character, that could actually be kind of difficult for me to deal with. So let's go gregarious. Dude, do Constantinos II, the Lionheart of Thessalonica, of the House Spartacus. Ah, oh, it's the best. Yeah, this guy just yakety sacks the shit out of me. We'll just kind of judo chop this guy. just racking up the kill counts over here. I guess embassies. We don't have any alliances, but we're just trying to get to this. Oh. Dude, Daenerys doesn't know shit. County of Corinthos has given rise to a peasant rabble. You know what? I just don't appreciate that peasant rabble. Alright, look at all these victories, my accolades. So where are you going, huh? With certainty, I took... Whoa, you're looking pretty sickly, dude. Weird. He looks like pale, right? I took Constantinos out playing with the bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. He had not hesitated in the slightest to bring it down. Ambitious. Ooh. Someone always suffers. Make certain it is not you. This was a test. I hope you do better next time. So, this is the one. ItalianSpartacus is the one. So I think ambitious is the way we go, right? I don't know how I'm going to deal with my other son. But this one's the one. This is the guy. Like, look at this dude. He's jacked. Like, Herculean great. Intelligence good. And this dude is still a really good player character if I have to play him. But, dude, Constantinos here is a... Yeah, sadistic, no. Although, tons of prowess. Paranoid, I'm not into at all. I hate paranoid. I don't like traits that gate your character's playability, even though that's cool and that's roleplay-y. It just... I hate having portions of the game shut off to me. Ambitious it is, though. Timur, thank you very much, man. Another $5 donation with a spooky little emoji saying, keep it up. I've been talking about this for a long time, but I might start doing just kind of some late night streams where I play what I'm playing. Like, I think me slotting this, yeah. Oh, prowess. Dude, Rise, I don't know why I say prowess. And I really am angry that I say prowess sometimes. I know it's prowess. The prow of a ship. You prow forward, you know? But I'm playing Cyberpunk on my own, and I think slotting it into like a set timeline makes it not as fun. So I think I gotta... It's too hard to keep up, and if I just play what I'm playing on my own at night when I'm just kind of like coming down from the day, I think it's easier to follow and more enjoyable. Like, you just watch me play what I'm playing on my campaign every so often. I also don't know how much more content I'm going to cover with Cyberpunk. If you guys are playing Cyberpunk, are there specific things you wanted to know more about that I haven't covered yet? What's this? I'm not going there. Alright, we'll just go back here and crush this. There it is. Mayor Romanos of Pergamon and Zenon, the Chancellor of Due Maximus of Ephesus. Alright, so before we conclude that, because we will lose all these juicy prisoners. Okay. Right. Worth anything? No. Timmy. Does he have the money to do all these? Okay, he can only do... His liege is that guy. Well, I'll ransom him off. Get that done with. And he'll only have like 10 more gold. All these other guys are just garbage. Yeah, he won't have enough gold for this guy either. I'll ransom them both off. Yeah, I agree with you, Josh. I think that, like... Hey, Outpost, how are you doing, dude? Colonel Burton, good to see you too, man. Nilo, I have not really done anything with my courtiers yet. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I did not read the stories for Uhtred, Son of Uhtred. I want to, though. The show is like one of my favorite. So, I'm just gonna ransom these guys back. There's no reason to get fancy with this. It's just basically just give me more money. How do my vassals fare? Are they afraid of me yet? Whoa, what the fuck is up with this guy? He's freaking me out, man. He looks insane. Whoa! Count Michael of Attica is nuts. Interesting, so that can't be anyone like that, huh? But it could be someone like this. He's deceitful, and I'm kind of worried about having him on my actual council, but he's a powerful vassal, and it'll make him happier if he's on my council. So I think... And it'll put him at 100, which is perfect. You know, I was kind of... Hey, Ramazan, how are you doing, dude? Let's do it. I mean, he's got 4 more, so he's even better at what he does. Better here. Ooh. And yeah. Didn't I put this guy here? No. I put him there. Yeah, the crazy man's spying on the Emperor right now. You just read the first Heretic and you like Corax. Apex. You need to read The Betrayer. And you need to read... You should actually... So Corax... Do I have it? So, I won't do the Corax video until I finish this, the Corax book. And if you like Corax, are you guys okay with you guys okay with some reading time? Do you guys want to hear from this cool book? Well, this is so my favorite Primarch next to Sagittarius, next to Sanguinius is Conrad Kurz. So I will also be buying the limited edition version of the Sagittarius or Sanguinius book, but I think I have it bookmarked right here. Read the last page? That's bold move, bro. So if you like Warhammer 40,000, then the relationship between Conrad Kurz and this is it. The relationship between Conrad Kurz and Corax is insane. And Corax, for the most part, is different than Kurz in a lot of ways. And in the book for Conrad Kurz, in his Primarch book, he kind of shows a fearful veneration of Corax, which is also really, 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 really awesome. Conflict Thump, where is it? Okay, so here you go, Apex. This is for you. Maybe have a few drinks. You don't know what that could lead to, bro. So Sevatar. And Sevatar is pretty much like, the 8th Legion. Not the 8th Legion. Yeah, the 8th Legion's like Equerry, more or less. The guy who's the right hand of Conrad Kurz. So Sevatar had never met the Raven Lord, only seen him from a distance. And he had never seen the Night Haunter and Corax side by side. It was said that they were brothers cast in the same mold, and truly the similarities between them were astonishing. Their skin shared death's pallor. Their eyes were sinister orbs of ink. The Lord of Ravens completely black, the Lord of Murders barely less so, only a touch of white either side of his enlarged pupils. Both carried talons of steel. Both evoked winged creatures of darkness, one Chiropteran and the other Avian. Both were masters of the dark. Their facial features were markedly fraternal. Long, thin noses, narrow faces, high cheekbones, sharp chins, jet black hair. The differences were starker for the similarities. Kurz was filthy and stank with blood. Corax was clean, his armor polished. But it was in their expressions that they diverged the most. Corvus Corax bore a perpetual light frown, and an expression of such utmost seriousness it strayed into caricature. Kurz's face changed constantly, small ticks transforming it from arch knowingness to wild-eyed threat, signs of the incipient madness that even then Sevatar was becoming aware of. The possibility of violence turned the air to glass, which any sudden movement might shatter. So, there's your difference there between Conrad Kurz and between Corvus Corax. And this is the last thing I'll read, then we'll get back to the stream. Sorry guys, I really want this pulled my brain into it and I really wanted to read it. So throughout the Conrad Kurz book, Conrad Kurz is talking to this effigy that is made kind of not necessarily in the likeness of the Emperor, but it's a body that has been sewn together and slumped together on this stake, and he's yelling at it as if it is the Emperor. The entire book is pretty much told through flashbacks and him yelling at this corpse effigy. And what I just read was a portion of a flashback, and at the end of the flashback, it comes to Conrad Kurz talking to this effigy, and he goes, "Kurz licked the blood from his already healing knee, lost in memory. Corax affronted me, ordering me about like that. When the call for the 8th Legion to terrorize the Carinian sodality into submission, I arranged to be elsewhere," he told the flesh sculpture. "I foresaw the event, and what would occur there... I foresaw the event, and what would occur there when I was too far away to assist, and how poorly Corax's failure while acting in my stead would reflect on him. I assume he learned his lesson. He was not so different to me. He espoused justice. He and Gilliman could fill a room with prattle about the law. Neither of them understood that laws are a modest cloak for feeble morality, a half effort. Justice has no morals. It must be bloody. It must be a bloody undertaking." Kurz smiled to himself, amused by the memory. So righteous, so foolish. Corax wished for justice, but never understood how to ensure it, Kurz sniffed. "Yet another of your failures." He sniffed again, then scrubbed hard at his nose with the back of his wrist. Flecks of dried blood speckled his arm. "The corruption had taken root in the Night Lords by then. I was aware that the Legion was no longer mine. Criminals on Nostromo were providing poor stock, emptying their prisons, passing them off to bribe to recruit masters as the finest individuals. Your great dream undermined by money. Fate was set. Soon the cries of brother slaying brother that troubled my waking moments would become visions of the end, where your precious Horus turned and spat on all you held dear. Your hubris echoed loudly down time, Father, loudly enough for me to see and to hear it, but not loudly enough to convince the others, not at all. Once more I spoke truth. I tried to tell Fulgrim. I tried to warn Dorn. Again, I was called a monster. His eyes unfocused, and he sat silent for a long time, his jaw working rotten teeth on rotten teeth, so they wobbled in their gums, and blood-threaded drool tracked down his chin. He did not notice. I had a pet for a while, he said, apropos of nothing. There you go. That was from the Conrad Curse book, and if you haven't read it, you need to read it. Hey, Michael Chow, what's up, dude? Actually catching you live, been subbed and watching forever, but never actually caught you live. I love your understanding of history and how you integrate it into your playthroughs and teach viewers the historical background behind playthroughs of CK3. Well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I try to kind of talk about the historical connotation of the game, and also like how it spends, and how it kind of like spins the world that we have today, and how we are all very deeply connected through history, despite what you want to think about your own national pride, and how your national pride is actually a smattering of other nations around you that have conquered and been reconquered, and lines have been drawn and redrawn hundreds and thousands of times. I appreciate that, dude. I really do. Spider should get a job as an audiobook narrator. If I could get away... dude, please, guys, if you haven't watched him, you need to go watch Wolf Lord Row. He's, I say an up-and-coming channel, but he's been around now for, I think, full 2 years. And he does great work. He does really, really cool, small vignette-style YouTube videos where he focuses on the conversations or the subtext to certain lore overarching points. Like, he has a really cool video where Sanguinius and Conrad Kurz talking on the moon that pretty much Horus fell to chaos. And in that, he has a conversation between Sanguinius and Conrad Kurz where it says, yeah, you know me to be... we know each other to be people that have foresight, the gift of knowing what's going to happen in our lives, and we know where we're going to die. And he was basically saying to Conrad Kurz, because on this planet, the planet stands outside of fate, and he was saying, the difference between you and me, Kurz, is that you know it's coming, and you treat everything like a joke. I know it's coming, and I don't try to prevent it or change it or do anything. I accept it. And it's essentially that they're on a planet where they're outside of fate, and they can change their fate. They can change their deaths. And Kurz gets freaked out. He's like crying in this. He can't deal with how Sanguinius is saying, I can't change this fate, because if I change my fate, I am worse than Horus. Because I will accept the fact that I'm going to die for the greater good of the Imperium. And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, Sanguinius. Oh, like, it was so sick. It's in the book Wolfsbane? No. In Ruinstorm. I have the book over there, and I had to look at which one it was. Reminds me, I gotta buy the 4th book in hardback. Okay, YouTube user, don't you even worry about it, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and do... No, the Marshal's fine, but... I think this was the one I just appointed, right? No, I did not appoint him. I tutored this one. Which one's a stronger vassal? Well, they're both like marginally the same. Eh. Let's end this war. We're waiting for anyone over here. Oh, we'll wait for this. Their proposal. Ah, the Duke of Bulgaria has a lover. He's taken Martha, a commoner from Bulgaria, as a lover. Yes. Well, now we end the war. So, our borders are de jure proper. Dude, Baltimore is got a great voice. He's also a really nice guy. He's so cool. He's a really nice, sweet dude. So... Jed, that's exactly what I'm going to do, my dude. The real question is, do I want to make this guy... I could give him these lands, but I don't think I should. I think it's a bad idea. I don't want to give my son these lands, although I suppose I could. I would give him a duchy, if anything. I mean, to be honest, what I would probably do is give... So here's how I'm going to get around this, I think. Konstantinos is going... when he becomes of age, I'm probably going to give him Thessaly here as a duke. And he will then get all of the lands of Thessaly. So all this... You'll lose Corinthos. And what will happen is, when I make the kingdom title, and if I keep Thessalonica as the capital of my kingdom, then Constantinos will receive all of this, both Thessaly and Thessalonica, as his inheritance. And Leonidas should take Athens and Achaia as a duke under his brother. But I think I need to make another duke, another trusted duke, because if I do that, honestly, I think I get rid of this little shit. Because basically, if I do that, I'm more or less ensuring that Evan, that's good. If I create another duke here, it will kind of... It'll prevent my other son from consolidating power against the one that I want to rule, basically. It'll just be tricky because I don't really know... Because right now, of course, we are partition, not Confederate partition, which is good. So there's no new titles that are going to be created. I cannot designate an heir until I get up to Crown Authority 4. There is a chance I won't be able to do that. We might have to switch into Whole of Body to try and increase our life. But dude, we're so, like, look at, we're Temperate, we're Herculean, we're Legendary Blade Master. We're going to be living a long time. But let's take Corinth. Let's grant that to someone. What is the, where's the capital here? Okay, so capital of Achaia is right here, is Achaia itself. So let's grant this to... Hell yeah, Apex. That's good to hear, man. I have not read Perturabo's book because he's my least favorite Primarch. If you can, try to get a hold of the one for The white scars. That's the next Primarch video I'll be doing, and I might try to get him, try to get that up this year, like before the year ends, this month. Things have kind of slowed down a bit, so I might try to jump on that. No, Herculean does a health bonus. Giant has a health penalty. I kind of don't want Alexios. Alexios, I feel like I need to get rid of him. He is Greek and Hellenic, and that's great and all, but I can imprison him because I have a means to. He's a known criminal because he was in the last revolt of mine. Why is this an act of tyranny if he's a known criminal? I thought if they're known criminals I can do that. Oh, that's right. That's right. We've already punished him for the imprisonment. So I can revoke his titles, though. So I can revoke titles of Syracuse. Where is Syracuse? Wait. Do I own that? Oh. So I guess I own Syracuse. Didn't even know. I mean, I could kick him out of IKEA right now. What do you mean? I don't even have a causation. Yeah, so... Okay, so... Known criminal. Interesting. Not really sure what to do on that one. I mean, he's just kind of an unsuspecting vassal. It's not doing much for me. I would like to bring someone into court here, though, too. So, in diplomatic range, all adult, male, not ruler, unmarried. Good God. Sort this by that. So, good Lord. Oh my God. I wish I could do a double filter. Let me do it by age and, like, age first, then learning. Because I want to replace my guy. 33 for Stepan here. I'm like deceitful. I'm like anyone deceitful. So that's a life lesson. Brave. See, like, I wish you could pay someone else out of jail. Like, invite to court and have the offer to pay them out of jail. If they're unlanded. Like, this guy's unlanded. He does have a liege, but it'd be cool if you could basically you're paying the liege and you're paying the jailer. So you pay like a double fee for it. Like, that'd be a really interesting mechanic if they added that into the game. Hans Asperger's. All these guys are super old. Wow, they're ancient. Yeah, exactly. See, like, that'd be a cool outpost if you could bribe them to be like, yeah, I mean, I'll free you, but you're gonna join my court. Like, you don't get a choice here. Ooh, okay, so you're unmarried, you're everything. Can't invite you to the court. Change of marriage. It's not my daughter. Sorry. I mean, if he had more traits, I would do it, but he doth not. Justios. No, I mean recruiting their prisoners, Ramazan. You look at this guy. How sweet would this dude be? Ooh. If you befriend them, you can invite them to court, can't you? But he's a court imam, so he's already on someone else's court. I mean, he's 46, sure, but he's genius. So let's do it. That was another thing I kind of wished. Fitze, what's up, man? How are you? Kind of think I should just put this guy in the council. Even though this dude also wants to put a position on the council. That's a pretty good idea, Michael Chow. He said, I like watching my kids go out and make something of themselves. Once they get enough of a Dior kingdom, I like granting independence. In my opinion, good job, kid. Pretty cool, I like that. Why don't you just give me some more gold or something? Bulgaria. Oh, we had a hook. Oh, we have to blackmail that hook. Okay, I don't even know what you can do for me. That'd be possibly good. You're zealous, so you won't convert. So, I'm killing you. I know when to bring the hammer down. Yeah, Bulgaria is getting pretty big. So, I could attack Bulgaria. I mean, he's got a sizable force, but I double his army. He does have an alliance across the way. But the real question is, who do I have these? I mean, I could blackmail this and get an alliance here, I think, which is a good idea. I just don't want to get pulled into fights. I mean, I'm essentially playing as Angron, I guess, I suppose. I don't have any butcher's nails in my head, unfortunately. I don't have any sweet dreads. All right, give me just 1 sec. I have to use the restroom real fast. 1 second. Oh, I washed my hands. Don't you worry about it. Oh, that's right. We have the 800 people mercenary. Vitze, everything all right, dude? Yes, yes, yes. Two of the strongest nations. And now, if I declare... I'm not going to, but if I declare war on him... Whew! Beautiful. So it's actually kind of advantageous being a pagan in the eyes of the church, right? Because essentially I can just forge a claim on the entirety of Epirus because they're Orthodox Christianity and I want it for myself. So I can do, and that I think is my next goal, is just to unify all this chunk of land and kingdom. So if I control this, you need 6 counties. So this is 1, 2, so that will get it for me if I do that. Kingdom titles and Kefalonia. Yeah, I mean, that will be 6. So if I take Epirus right now, then I will have enough to make the kingdom of Epirus, which, I'll be honest, I like way more than the kingdom of Hellas. Hellas is kind of a little boring to me. And since I'm not in a Confederate partition, it's not going to create the kingdom of Hellas to be appointed to my other son. Blackmail the Bulgarian and have the strongest family member marry into your family. Ooh. You know, we could actually even... Like, I could forge a claim on the Duchy of Bulgaria, and that's a huge duchy. I mean, that's what it is. I would take out a huge chunk of Bulgarian land. I think that's my next target after Epirus. Epirus, I think... You guys agree Epirus is kind of like the next logical attack point? I wish you could just annex. And I know you can. You can vassalize someone. But, like, if the land's only got, like, 300, like, let me just annex it. So he's not going to get involved in this war, which is good. Cyprus might. Got a meager army. And I'm not worried about that. So that's actually a pretty sweet little fight. A First Crusade series. Apex, I actually have a save I can boot up and roll with that. That is, I've already taken Jerusalem, so the campaign would be to make the Outremer Empire. Because I'm trying to move my lands like united as one. I could do the Aegean Islands, but it's kind of an annoying chunk of land here. And I don't really want to jump onto Anatolia just yet. I'd rather solidify this western border entirely. Although I guess you could argue that having Epirus and Bulgaria here, I'd probably just take Epirus and leave Bulgaria to its own. And maybe even just create an alliance with them. But taking Epirus solidifies this Greek peninsula here. And if I left Epirus, though, it would at least create a buffer for Apulia, but... If they are allies of you and the person you are attacking, they will go with the defensive. Really? Oh, I thought that they wouldn't do that. Oh, okay, so if I call them in first, which we could do, we got tons of prestige. Alright, well that's what we'll do. We'll call them in first. I'd like to get a different air in here too. You know, it's interesting he doesn't have a lifestyle focus. But I think, like, honestly, like, putting this guy here, he would become a better dude. Majesty focus. So, this looks like the Joker. I mean, he looks insane, dude. He looks nuts. So, if I do this... If we forge a claim on Epirus, I will get a claim on the Duchy of Epirus. Then I'm going to need to forge one on Kefalonia. Separately. The pointy hat won't be done. It is a disgrace. That's something to think about, and I don't like that. So basically, if I forge my claim on Epirus, I don't get to take the entire lands of Epirus. I get to take the Duchy of Epirus. Take 2 years to do that? Why? Well, then I'll just do the bordering land, and it won't take any time. Ooh, excuse me, guys. So, do we do an alliance on Bulgaria then in the meantime? Bulgaria's 28. He's going to be there for a long time. But maybe we get an alliance with him. We can try to, like, you know, bird him. Ooh, he's zealous. Never mind. He does have a son, too. If you can't take it all, just crusade it all. I definitely want to reform the religion, though. That's going to cost a lot to do. But we're definitely going to have to... if we do that, we would need to jump into this... Profit? Yeah, profit is the faith of creation and reformation is minus 50%, so I would need to go into this level. You're going to eat the Bulgars. Hell, I should be able to help along my attempt to befriend Umar by presenting him with a gift. Okay. Thought that counts. A cheap gift. Scheme power. So this is the scheme power.
I've only begun.
Scheme power. See, I don't really need any more. I don't need more scheme power. I'm already at 100%. Reducing scheme time would be better. But we got a huge donation here. Let me see what you just said, man. I didn't see that. Get into the dashboard. I'll be able to see. 1 second. It was from Gordy? What it was? Oh, damn. Huge one. Gordy, $50 donation saying, love the stream. Thank you very much, man. That's huge. That's awesome of you, dude. Thank you very, very much. If you'd like to name something, let me know. Name the next kid after you. No, it's only 55. I guess it gives me some insurance. Dude, this is the power. It's like I don't even need to do this. Genius is genius likes genius. You know. Like you do. It's the thought that counts. I'll give you a cheap gift. That sounds so chintzy. Like when you say like, "Oh, let's give you a cheap gift." It's fine. Here you go. Here's a little cheap gift. I got you some Tic Tacs. You look like a guy that looks like some Tic Tacs. How do I get this pardon from you, old man? Oh, you're terrified of me? That is the best news I could have heard. we forging this claim? Yeah, it's already 100%, so it didn't really matter. But in case something happens. Okay, we're fabricating that claim. It's going to take 18 months, and we'll have 6 months of my guys left. Dukla we own. We can't go on the open ocean. We could just try to pop into some of these and do some raiding. No, it's been raided. Yeah, maybe we'll do that real quick. We've got some time. Hospitality. The more I study the noble art of statecraft, the more I realize how beneficial good relations with my neighbors are. I ought to have one of them visit my court so that I can show them how good a friend I can be. But who should I invite? Countess Flandine of Cosenza. Where is this? Can't you just click a character? Like, yeah, old control clicking. Yeah, there it is. That guy's all the way up there. Not this Mariella of Camarda. So they're impressed, they enjoy their visit, or they're disappointed. So I wonder if there's if something needs to happen here. So 17, 7, and 32. Most likely, this will be the one. Like, I wonder if it's just based off of my... Ooh, appeasing vassals. Well, my vassals kind of like me. Sort of. I mean, they could like me more, but... Oh, Alexios, you little shit. Yeah, that's not too bad. So... Yeah, I wonder if it's like, okay, so this one looks good. How does she know I'm a witch? Hellenism is evil. Norman. Also ambitious. Yeah, maybe we'll go with her. Countess Mariella of Camarda. Greetings, Duke Constantinos of Thessalonica. I graciously thank you for the invitation to your court. My retinue and I will arrive in Thessalonica in a few weeks' time. Kati, put the servants to work! Slaves! Man, Iron Harvest is on sale. No, Dragon. In fact, if you don't cackle when you're making monsters, what good are you? So, Hugh, let me get an F in chat if you play Dungeons and Dragons. F in chat if you play any pen and paper RPG. F in chat if you play a pen and paper. Currently. And I will ask my question after that. Ooh, Greg Georgios, you're pretty up there, man. Holy crap. Okay, so we got 4 Fs in chat, 5 Fs in chat. And then since AD&D days, dude, what a king, Michael Chow. Okay. And you got a lot of bros here. So, I am thinking of... I should not do this. And I need the confirmation of the bros. Next year, I am going to be doing some D&D playing. I want to do some DMing. I've got the book. I've been reading it. That's kind of what I've been doing. convince me not to buy this. It's the Wormwood, just like tabletop tray. So it comes with a little like thing to hold your dice, and it comes with a dice boot. It's $140 and you get a random one, whatever wood that they want to give you. But, or convince me to buy it. And a second question, follow up to that. Gemstone dice, or stone dice, or metal dice. Thoughts, opinions. I mean, I was just going to buy some nice acrylic dice that I really like the look of. But Wormwood has these badass, like, obsidian black gemstone dice that are $80. And I'm like, I can't justify spending $80 on dice. But, and it seems like over time that they would chip. Do you guys have any experience with that? Have you used stone dice, gemstone dice? Do they chip? What's your opinion here? It's hard for them to warp. I mean, I'm down with that. I just... They don't chip? Okay. Because I figure if I'm going like this and they're juggling in my hands, over time, eventually they're just going to hit each other and go tip. But I mean, I could be down with really cool gemstone or acrylic dice that are like transparent and look awesome under a light. Like, this guy's badass. Humble, but he's lustful. See, I try not to keep lustful people in my ranks, but he could be really good. That's okay, Edwin. Who needs that stuff anyway? Alright, so I'm probably going to buy that for myself. I mean, I bought a PS5 for myself as like a, hey, you know, you did a lot of work this year, man. Here's your, here's your gift to you. But, like, I don't want to keep doing that. This guy's pretty sweet. My problem is, though, that he has lustful, and that can be an issue. When you have lustful vassals, they can kind of interfuck around and sometimes even cause issues with your own family. He's gregarious and he's humble, but he's also an intelligent person, so it helps. 5th edition. Oh, I definitely will outpost. Thomas Gideon, that's a really good point. He said, I've had acrylic dice chip. Any dice can chip. So base your decision on what you think will feel good in your hand and satisfying to roll. Blitzo, hey man, what's up? Yeah, I'm on that too, Michael Chow. He said deceitful and or lustful, pass. I really agree with that. Theodotus. Paranoid, impatient, and wrathful. Man, you could have been the chosen one, little dude. Oh, you're 15, that's why. I like 5th. Nothing wrong with it. Dorotheos. Yeah, we're pretty much looking for trusting, humble, content, forgiving, compassionate. Those are the ones that I look for when I'm looking for a dude, a new person to put in here. Like, this guy's pretty good. Christophoros. Content and forgiving, which is great. He's also diligent. He's got fornicator. The portrait's freezing. I think so, Air. Yeah, that's a pretty good point, too. Diogenes is a good one as well. Oh, lustful, never mind. Christophoros might be the way to go. Jed, that's exactly why I say it. That's exactly why I say it. Maximos, dude, Maximos is the beast. That was the guy that was cutting people down the other day. The other battle, I guess. He's really terrible though at everything else. content sadist, yeah. He doesn't like me. Bet he'd like me if I gave him some land. But he's ambitious, so he's not getting any land. Damn, this guy won't convert because he's zealous, but he would have been... look at him, he's got 18 learning too. He would have been a solid character. Roger. This guy's like 9... Whoa, look at all this. He's gregarious, he's wrathful, he's chaste, he's just, he's humble. And then he's also a thrifty clerk and a murderer. So, you won't be on my court. I am using the filter features, man. I just like to look at all of them, because if I type in forgiving... Okay, well this is all my forgiving characters. Okay, well, okay, this one's got content. This is a good one. But then I also got to type in, like, because some of those forgiving characters didn't necessarily all have humble. So I kind of like to just look at them all in a line. It's just the way I like to easily visualize things, because I know they're icons now at this point, so I can jump into it quickly. But I'm probably going to go with Chris down here. He's a little old, but I think he's got the makings of... I mean, he's forgiving, he's content. I think he'll hold the line here. He's Greek and he's Hellenic, so I like that. I appreciate that. Oh, a eunuch. Good God, Antiochus. So we'll give him Corinthos. Perfect. What can I do? Yes, Riley, 100%. Isn't content a good choice to give away counties so they won't raise against you? Spot on, my dude. We're going to give it to this guy because he is content and forgiving. He's got terrible intrigue. He's also a content absolver. Grant that title. He'll take Corinthos. One of my best men-at-arms, too, so it's a cool little reward for crushing stuff. And I now come back under my domain limit of 6. I was at 7 of 6 a second ago. And it also divides this land a little bit, so there's less power consolidation. It's pretty peasant. Ish posh. So I do want... I'm going to have that video out hopefully tomorrow or Saturday for... Oh... The benign Countess Morelia is finally here. Tonight we have a feast to welcome our foreign guest. My wife, Kati, has been hard at work with all the planning and preparations. She has asked me if I have any suggestions for the final touches. Ooh! This is fun. I've never done this. So let's try and... I guess... She's not really going to help this out a ton. Patronage. So, I know about a few specialties from Camarda. This is a learning challenge, and it's a 74% chance to succeed. If it doesn't succeed, everything goes poorly. It should be extravagant, more of everything. I pay $50, and it goes well. So it looks like there's the 3 options, right? Very well, well, and poorly. Well is just simply I get a diplomacy trait point, and I become closer to making a friendship with Camarda, and I also gain, like, I think it was 20 overall opinion of her. If it goes well, then I get a diplomacy unlock, and I think it's 10 opinion. But if it goes poorly, or maybe there's like there's going to be things that are going to push this up and down. Like, oh, okay, now it's set very well. But if you do this, it'll bring it down to poorly. Like, I wonder if there's gonna be multiple dilemmas here. Let's save. Let's take a look. If you ever wondered how, like, oh man, I wonder how this guy learned so much about the game. This is what I did. I would save and try new things and reload, try new things and reload, try new things and reload. Like, that's the easiest way to learn this game. Is just break it. Just try and break it. All right, let's do it. Oh no! She's insulted! No! We're above our domain limit. We'll fix that. That's going to take how long? Whoa. Where'd my steward go? Oh, okay, so yeah, now this will progress things differently. Okay, interesting. I would like to show my guest, Countess Morelia, the cultural highlights of Thessalonica. The question is, would she prefer a grand dance with all the lords and ladies of the court, or a visit to our finest temple? So let's take a look at her. She's a compassionate thinker, so I think the temple seems more suitable to her taste. But, she's also gregarious. Shit. So I never know, am I going off personality trait, or am I going off of the AI trait, or the AI personality? Will act against you and others according to her personality, which is primarily determined by her personality traits. So, do we bet that she's a fine dancer, or do we assume that she wants to go to the temple? She's gregarious, patient, and diligent. Does not shy away from hard work. So Rise says, dance. Can't do both. We only do one or the other. We do one or the other. So temple. Josh says temple. What say the rest of you, my bros? If you choose dance and it doesn't work, I'll donate $5. Dance off, bro. A lot of people saying temple. Demir says dance. Let's take a look. Dance, dance. We have got dance, temple, temple, dance. Temple, temple, dance, dance. 4 to 4. Both will just go well. Right now it's going poorly, I guess. Well, we'll just do dance. Progresses well. Okay. So I don't know if it goes from poorly to well now, or if like each one of these, like, okay, if you do 2 poorlies, is it now very poorly? Okay. Oh no, the court ends in a disaster. Oh man, what the hell is going on here? Your wife is a fine woman, Countess Mariella says, while ponderously swirling her cup of wine. Her eyes are set on Kati, who is seated further down the table. My dear Duke Constantinos, do I have your permission to arrange a private audience with the Lady Kati? Nothing untoward, of course. Just a simple dinner in my chambers. I mean, she's heterosexual. So... I mean, it doesn't matter? It's not like a baby's gonna come of this. Well, I say it doesn't matter. I mean, as far as in terms of like them siring an illegitimate kid. Oh man, Josh is saying don't do it. Murder scheme? Oh. I want to do this because I want to see where it goes. And we have a save at the beginning of it. We can jump back if it does result in like in a murder, but I just kind of want to, my curiosity is the better of me right now. Yeah, I feel like something's going to happen from this. So I want to see what happens. So we'll allow it, but secretly listen in. There's a 17% chance that this does not go well. Well, merry old time. I've been I have been in this hidden passage for hours now, listening to Countess Mariella and Kati's seemingly endless conversation. There is nothing suspicious about their words, more than an unnatural mutual affinity for someone you just met. There's no harm in this. This ends right now. Just kick the door and like, how the fuck dare you talk about knitting when I'm in this secret passage? You knew I was there. I popped the little eye holes out of the portrait and I was looking around. There's no harm in this. So they become friends. If she sends you a carpet, refuse it. You're not wrong. Hospitality, exercise, or relaxation. If the sky is to be trusted, it seems like we will have lovely weather today. I have an excellent opportunity to show my guest, Countess Mariella, the beauty of the local country. I wonder if she would like a vigorous hunting trip or perhaps a leisurely luncheon in the sun. A hunting trip will be perfect. See, now, that's another interesting one. Rise, I think it's a trope created in the early 20th century as like a comedy bit or something of the sort. But I don't know. It could actually be something. I'll look into that for you. The Rug of Ruin +3. Interestingly enough, she liked the dance. But she's gregarious. She's not a hunter. She's patient. She's diligent. Let's just find out again. I'm gonna go with luncheon on this one. I think luncheon makes the most sense, right? Yeah, she liked to dance, but dancing is different than hunting. Like, you can like to dance, but not kill an animal. You know? I don't think I've met a guy at a bar who goes, you know what would make this whiskey better? Shoot an elk in the face. Like, I mean, I think there's a hard line distinction here. You like it or you don't. And she's gregarious. She likes a little lunch, little picnic. Who wants a little picnic? Huh? A little picnic? We'll go with luncheon. Poorly? She had a dreadful time? That's weird. No, we're overriding. It's an outpost. We have two. This is the one at the very beginning of it all. I would have thought that it would have been the luncheon for sure. All right, hunting trip. There you go. Suppose that works. Okay. After what can only be described as thoroughly pleasant visit, Countess Mariella and her retinue is about to depart for Camarda. Before the Countess steps into her carriage, she bows deeply to you and expresses her gratitude to me and my most sensible wife. I promise to forward her compliments. May your journey be swift. Okay, so we didn't get her as a friend, which is okay. I'm not upset. I'm bitter, but I'm not upset. Shortens the truces, which is good. Foxtrot in the woods brings you a rifle. What's up, Border Collie? How you doing, dude? Alright. No, I think we just gotta push forward with this. Which position is empty? Yeah, the Almoner, we're never really gonna find someone for this. Perhaps the Pontifex, we might swap him out. I don't know what is the criteria for this. Truce ending soon. Yes, yes. End the truce. Love the stream. Keep up the great work. Turn it blue. That's right, guys. Make sure you're pressing that like button. Turn it blue, my dudes. Thank you very much, Garrett. Speed that up. Ooh. Performing his duties, Spymaster Count Michael has uncovered a secret held by deviled eggs of Steermon. He has secretly taken Valeria, commoner from Steermon, as a lover. Well. Don't know how that happened. Where is this Kingdom of Thessaly? Is someone... Well, I do not own... No one owns the Kingdom of Thessaly. But, did you guys see that? Do you see the lands that the Thessalonica includes? It's everything here. So, if I were to take... Interesting. If I were to take 2 more counties, I could make the Kingdom of Thessalonica. And then I could offer vassalage to these people. I don't think it would necessarily work. Ah, the age of knowing. My son and heir Leonidas hovers in limbo between childhood and adulthood. I have taught him enough to understand the truth, and he is still young enough to have an open mind. If I want to induct him to the service of Hecate, it is now or never. He deserves to know her power. Become a witch! Yes! We got another witch. How do I make a witch coven? So yeah, these kids have to be witches too. Ooh, I can convert her to witchcraft. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll convert my wife. I can't induct her into my house, right? I don't know, Josh. I have no idea. Oh, cool. After learning that Umar would be guesting at a manor in the castle town of Alicante, I realized that it would be the perfect occasion to meet with him. By my request, I was seated next to him for the duration of dinner. We both had a great time. I was surprised at how much we had to talk about. By the time I left, it felt as though we had known each other a lifetime already. Thank you. Appreciate that. Josh, he did grant me the title of this duchy. You can make a witch coven, and it gives you some stuff. It gives you this. A grand rite. Okay, so my wife, let's convert her to witchcraft. Oh no, she's shy. How crap is that? Ugh. YouTube user, there it is. $5 donation. I know what you want to see. And you shall see it, my dude. Rap horn just for you, man. Thank you very much for the $5 donation, my bro.
Thank you for the donation.
Oh, she's pregnant, but she looks like nefariously pregnant. She's like, damn you for impregnating me. She's angry about it, man. Okay, so we have this guy. Oh. Hey, look at you. You've progressed up big in the world. Couldn't be happier for you. Thank you. So go back to Umar, was his name? Oh, I can find him through here. Relationships. Friends. Invite to court. So he will not... Okay, because he's on council. I basically need 35 more. So if I pay him a gift, that'd do it. He's a lunatic. I kind of like it. Still wouldn't, huh? Damn, we need to find out. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Convert to witchcraft. Well, that's a waste, unfortunately. So we got to bring this back up. We got to go to inside diplomatic range, all, not a ruler, adult, male, unmarried. Sort by this. Still in jail? 59. He'd be great though. Set this to my defaults, go to my realm. Okay, yeah, you for sure. Why aren't you the dude who's here? No, don't do it. I want to get that entire one or I don't want it at all. Where's that guy? Leasing holdings from a liege. Oh, Flamen. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Cedros, unfortunately, is zealous. Flamen, Raphael here. See, I just don't want to bring in someone who's lustful, man. It always ends poorly. This guy's gonna go bang everyone in the court. Constantinos, look at you, little badass, man. That works. Ooh, what's going on over here, man? No. No. You're not gonna get a fucking hook on me. Go to hell, guy. So this is with who? Stearmon, huh? Adrianopolis. Stearmon claim on the county of Adrianopolis. Oh, they're gonna steamroll these guys. But he's looking to expand a little bit up that direction. And I don't know if me holding the kingdom title, if my liege will grant me that stuff. I don't really understand, to be honest. I would like to think he will, but I am not too sure. Fabricate claim on county. Speed. 75%. That's huge. I can't get a new damn fucking guy here either. I guess this almoner I'll put here. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Yes, good, fear me. Okay. So maybe then we try to get... We need 2 counties. This is 1 county. These are 2, though. Maybe I do need to do the Aegean Islands. Get old Troy. What do you guys think? Should we pursue the kingdom of Thessalonica, which is this heraldry, which is also not that cool, or Epirus, which would require me to take over Epirus and then Kephallonia. And if I take over Kephallonia, if I take over Epirus, I then need to take over Kephallonia, which will be another process. Or do I just try to do... How'd that 4-year-old ruler get wounded? What do you mean? Dude, look at the power chin on this family, dude. Oh my god. It inherited to this little guy. Look at the power chin on that little bro. Woo! After the whole gift horse situation. They were scattered to the wind, and it's supposed that the descendants of Trojans created were some of the first... Oh god, excuse me. So, in the history of Italy, it is comprised of multiple different civilizations. You had the Etruscans, which pretty much controlled this portion. The Latins, which were a little bit up north, a little bit down south. Greek colonists, which are more in down here in what's this place called? Syracuse. Also, you had influence from Proto-Carthage in Sardinia and portions down of Sicily as well. But for the most part, the quote-unquote Greek colonists, which all colonies, were supposed to be portions of Trojan refugees. There's nothing that supports that outside of the fact that it's cool. The Greek colonists were over here. They were over on these, pretty much all the shorelines of Italy. But the Etruscans and the Latins made up a large portion of it. There's actually a really interesting history that kind of has to do with the migrant civilizations that started out of the steppes and pushed throughout all of this. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. Let's see, first peoples of Europe. They have a really fancy name, because that's where you get stuff like the Indo and stuff like that. People of Europe. Yeah, this is not it. Swabians, Celts, that's not it. The very first people were a very very interesting indigenous group, and yeah, I can't find the name off the top of my head. Oops. There we go. You know, nerd. But basically, this civilization spread from the steppes into these regions, and this is when we get, like, when we think of the word Gaelic, as it refers to like the Celts and everything over here, or Celts, whichever you prefer to call them, we think of those people, but these tribes, these barbaric, quote-unquote, barbarian tribes, that Romans would call them, were still considered Gaelic tribes, and they made up a large portion of this. And we look at them as barbarians because that's what the Romans called them. And at one point, they somehow made their way north, and that's why you see a lot of influence of the culture. Whoa, look at Wales! Good God! You see a lot of influence of the cultures of the people of Britain coming, Breton, coming back and forth through the British Isles. Because originally this is all very Gaelic. It goes north, and you get that influence north. That's why you get the actual, when you think of the cultural Gaelic terminology or language and everything like that in modern times, you think of stuff over here, right? Like Ireland. It's because it all influences north. And then when you get the Anglo-Saxon kind of rulership of England, it then pushes back down south into the Britons over here. It's a very interesting ping-ponging of culture that happens between Western Europe and England in the early couple hundreds of years. When you take a look at just how the Romans were able to bring their culture across, and how it pushed cultures back down and brought cultures back across from the Romans. It was really interesting, but you don't really talk about enough of what happens with the Romans and their occupation of England, but it does have a very huge effect on the cultural stew that becomes the United Kingdom, right? With all the many different lands across Wales, across England, across Scotland, across Ireland, and even down here into Brittany, which is a portion of that Breton culture that comes back down and stays right here. So it's very interesting commingling of all that. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Garrett Mueller says, I say pursue the kingdom of Thessalonica and gain a claim to the empire capital. The Kurgans? There can only be one, Borticali. There can only be one. So yeah, so is that what we do, guys? Do we pursue Thessalonica or do we pursue Epirus? You can say T for Thessalonica or E for Epirus. And that will be our push. I'm going to fill this up with water. I'll be right back. Remember, T for Thessalonica, E for Epirus. I'm going to be looking for that when I come back. Ooh. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's the first E I've seen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I think Thessalonica is the way to go. So, James Dickhead here saying, take Bulgaria. In due time. In due time. So now the real question is, how do we go about doing this? Now, the goal here is to... So, we need 2 more counties to create this kingdom. So, the real question is, how do we create that kingdom? What counties do we take? I mean, I could just go to war with this guy. That's actually a pretty good alliance to have. I mean, I could go to war with my neighbor. I'd rather absorb him. Because, I mean, all intents and purposes, he's a decent enough vassal. So what we do, I think, is we just take the Aegean Islands. Take the people over you had a hook on. I have a hook on him. I have a hook on him. And I have a hook on Bulgaria. So I can force Bulgaria. I can also do this, arrange a marriage, matrilineal, and use a hook. Oh, what do you mean? I do have a... Oh. I have to blackmail to get the hook. Is he stuttering? Isn't that what it is? Yeah. That's gonna dilute the bloodline, guys. Yeah, so I think we have to make that claim instead. This is one. This is one land. Gotta get the bread back. We gotta get the bread back, guys. The bread basket. Yeah, that is my goal here, is to take pretty much the Greek peninsula, the main Greek peninsula. We'll get Crete and all the little islands over in between, and then take the bread basket. You can't mate with him. He's firstborn son. Oh. I usually try to get to 2 or 3. 4 is only if I'm granted it. I don't like to take the vassal hit for having 4. But in 1101, if we can make it there, we'll put high crown authority. The one thing though I like about being absolute is that I get to appoint my heir. Okay, so let's then do this. Let's switch your fabrication over. That's 16 months. 16. Oh, that's double the time, huh? Maybe we take this. Old Sparta? Or old, Troy? How is this non-adjacent county? That is an adjacent county. Try and give them money. Try and give them portions of land. I could actually, you know what? I should just take this guy out. But he's got a lot of fucking allies. Got him. 700. Yeah, he's got some girthy allies, to be honest. that are really going to be able to rally to him. That guy's too high up, I think. Yeah, maybe just the Aegean Islands and try and deal with that. Oh, you're right. This is a wounded child. That's what you meant. Oh, this kid is gonna die. This kid is dead. That kid is not gonna make it. Botched disease treatment. He's ill and wounded. Little buddy. You're not gonna make it. I'm sorry, little bud. Dude, look at that. Son of the dragon? Stupid. What is mine? Was I able to choose that? I don't think I was able to choose my motto. Because liberty and labor... I mean, actually, when I kind of look at those words, they're pretty good. It's not that bad, but still. Yeah, I guess we could just siege him down. It's just... It'll be tedious because it'll be people around him. Saving it up. Saving it up. I gotta delete a lot of my old saves. Yeah, I think we do this one real quick. My only other thought here is that what kingdom is Crete is its what kingdom is its own. Crete is its own kingdom. I did not know that. That's actually a pretty good target. That's a juicy target, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think same thing with Cyprus. Yeah, Cyprus is its own kingdom too. That's actually pretty interesting. You could get the stuff for some of these pretty fast with that. Found a new kingdom. Can I like declare independence? No. Not even any concubines I can have. So, let's do that. Let's get this. Ooh, do Alexios. Okay. Oh, shit. Where's this guy? Wow. Wow. How's that going against your lead? Comfort of a friend. There's reason to enjoy more than Umar's company. Yes. Really ease my mind to have a quiet evening inside together. Talking about wine. Wait, drinking wine and talking about our problems. Talking about wine and drinking our problems. After this short break, I was once again ready to take on my duties. I am lucky to have a friend like Umar. I am too. Oh, you're the only guy in that? Well, good luck, buddy. Send a proposal. Wait a minute. Greetings, my sensible vassal. I would like for your son and heir that to be raised by Meliodas. Meliodas? I've watched that. No. No. Absolutely not. Go fuck yourself. He's like almost of age. Go away, bro. Just because you got a guy claiming your fucking throne doesn't mean you come to me and try to take my son away from me. I don't know, Rise. The guy who runs that mod, he comes on the channel all the time, though. This war's getting spicy. Duke Guy has lost against Duchess Matilda. In the Tuscan de War for the Spoleto. Damn. That's to be expected, though. Okay, increase that control, which is good. Try and increase a little bit more control. Just trying to solidify my mainland here. The rest I expect to kind of be a little bit of a shit show. We're fabricating on this, on Heliopolis, and then we'll go for the Aegean Islands. Because that'll make this adjacent too, which is good. Ooh. We learned of... Oh, this is just a guy. Eh. Keep looking. I have considered Crete, but we won't go there yet. But we will go there, Kevin Sharp, for sure. How are you doing, Kevin? The haberdasher of CK3. Nothing but fancy hats for everyone. Ah, another daughter. I like the name Melissa. What a tank she will be. May you grow to be strong and wise, my daughter. Oh, shit. Constantinos seems to have... Oh, no. No! Constantinos, you were supposed to be the chosen one. Seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He buried his face in his food, and the only talking he did was asking for serving after serving. Well, I haven't even had a fucking face, or a feast. So you can be gluttonous, which is sinful, which is not good, or impatient, which is, in my opinion, way worse, or shy, which is terrible. So I agree. I think we all agree gluttonous is the way my son shall go. I should have done with Athena. Should have done with Athena. Because impatient will affect me doing some things that I don't remember which one it is. This is the worst dilemma to get. The little gourmand. Yeah, I really don't like having impatient. Food is always a joy. Fuck. Ugh, best of the worst. I'll take it. And I've had plenty of successful gluttonous rulers. Let's say you get a horrible heir. What are your options to get rid of him? You can just disavow them, put them in an army, and try to just get them killed. There's a lot of ways around it. Yeah, shy is the worst. I totally agree with you, Pat. It's by far the worst. Convert to witchcraft, a new novice. I watched the sleeping show. Oh my god. Already off to a creepy start. I watched the sleeping shape of Kati while I sent a quick prayer to Hecate. As soon as the last whispered words pass my lips, she stirs as if her subconscious mind has waited for this moment. When I step out of the shadows and offer Kati her blessing, there is no fear or hesitation in her eyes. No, her acceptance is wholehearted. And hungry. Welcome to our communion. Huzzah! Dude, look at this. Look at this fearless blackguard. Ah! Oh, ooh, I didn't even choose. Yeah, I think I want him to go. I want him to go learning. Because I think that I have to go to a learning focus next to help out with a lot of conversions. And to reform the religion. As far as him, I actually would have liked to have him to have been military. But learning she'll do as well. In case I need to go with him, it's probably better that I have him as learning. Her, on the other hand, what is she? What are you, little missy? Stewardship. No. I don't want that. Limited crown authority. Man, 1101, that's a long time away. You can hurry up with this fabrication of this claim, dude? Pulling up the campaign right now, guy. Leonidas comes of age with, what's it called? A phonic hat or whatever. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards scholarship, such as Leonidas, can come to truly understand a subject. His understanding of philosophical and theoretical work is impressive, and he often engages in debate with his former teachers. Mastermind philosopher. A little bro. What? I mean, he's my primary heir. He's not the genius that Konstantinos is. I think he's got really good skills, though. He's gregarious, he's arbitrary, and he's brave. I couldn't be happier. I mean, he turned out really well. Time to kill him. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get him married off to a woman. I should probably land him, too, to be realistic. By age. Ooh, a young beauty. Leonidas. 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 Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Send him to the wall. Damn. Natalia. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Natalia, Natalie, that's like two of my favorite. That's like my favorite variation of name for a woman. I also really like the name Melanie. Really uncommon. Don't see it very much, but really like that one. Leonidas. Leonidas. I believe that one's it for sure. I'm not going to get Iason here. But she's shy, impatient, and stubborn. She's temperate, calm, and greedy. Damn. This one's actually not bad. I don't think there's any, like, good culture Byzantine group. I don't think so. Oh god, Romaine is just... got a fucking 5-head. Just power bash me with that thing. Like, you want to marry me? Just go! Like, god damn, you suppose so now. Who has 20? Oh, dude. Who has 20 stewardship? Ooh, she does. I mean... that'll be good if I take this character over. Look at, dude, she looked like she was being beat. I don't like that. I have to admit that I don't like the little emotion things that they give the women in this game. They look like very dejected. Like my wife right now is pregnant, but she's like, "You try carrying this thing for 9 fucking months." Like ah. Like all the male like emotes look very dynamic and different, but the female ones just look different variations of angry. Like, oh fuck. I also like to look at the sum of all skills. I mean, Romaine actually has a pretty sweet sum of all skills, to be totally honest with you. She's just 33. She's not gonna pop anyone out anytime soon. So back to age. Could try to go with this. A bold villain, huh? Alice Grasper. I don't know if I want to be a grasper. I think she might actually be a pretty solid deal. She brings the physical beauty trait, the beauty trait into the line. She has really good stewardship, so she has the capability to at least produce awesome other abilities, I suppose. What do you guys think? Should we go with this wife? I mean, he's only 16. I could wait. I don't want to do her because she's got lustful, and that could just become a shit show. She's pretty good too. Temperate, calm, greedy. But I mean, 20, that's pretty sweet. Why does she have 20? What is this? Fortune builder. Fortune builder. I don't see... Oh, it's right. Duh. Stupid. Stubborn and liege's tax collector. I see. So that'll actually go down to 18. Any opinion, guys? I look to you, my bros of bros. Holy sight, so good. When chat gets this quiet, it makes me think something happened. Oh my god. Josh, that's an intense empress right there. Alright, we'll wait. And I think we're actually going to... We'll wait until this gets... We'll let this go through. And then as soon as it goes through, we will end the stream here today. But that, I think that's a good point to kind of... Sarah is unmarried. I know! Council Almoner? No, it's the empty council position. There are no idea. But we are not a king yet. Seriously, dude, she's like pissed. I was gonna look at something. Oh, holy sites. That's what I was gonna look at. Holy sites. Got Athens and Sparta. Alexandria will give me a learning per level of devotion. That's pretty sick. Carthage would give us natural dread, which is all the way over there. And then Rome, which gives us stewardship and development growth. Interesting. Yeah, she'll definitely help his domain, but I think just I'm not really sure what to do. This is just about over. All right, so he just took Adrianopolis. He has grown in strength, Stearman. What? So he wants to remove my title for the Duchy of Achaia. Is this because I didn't accept the marriage? Dude? Ooh. I don't know what to do here. Did just get real. He definitely outnumbers me. I think I have to accept that. It's kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. It kind of fucks my plans up. I think I have to accept it. Because if I decline it, this guy would join the war. It's not enough to really... It's not enough to tip the scales. Okay, so I guess we'll just try accepting it. We'll save too to see what this is like. This is probably my first time playing as a vassal. Oh, so I can't usurp that title. Interesting. That actually, I lose those as parts of my land. Oh, because he assumes the Duke, that's terrible. That's shit. So that's so, I mean, it's shit, but it's really cool too. He just cut my army down by 1,000. I mean, I'm mad, but that's also really cool. I'm gonna load there. I'm gonna load that up. I want to see how that goes. That's really interesting. So I wonder then if I do this. Let's send him a gift. Here's 225 for you to fuck off, basically. And now he really likes me. So I wonder if he will be less inclined to do such things. And I think right there, that's a good place. That's a good place. I like that. Ooh, that's kind of seedy, you piece of shit emperor. We'll roll credits on that one. I like that. That, dude, playing as a vassal is difficult because you do have to navigate through so much shit, but I really like that. Like, that was a really cool move on his part. He basically just just ripped out from underneath me like a power base of mine. So can't we also modify the feudal contract? Like, the title revocation. And I'll take higher taxes. We can do that and he won't be able to do it. Or he can take more levies from me. And get 10% more levies. I kind of think that's worth it. That's so cool. I mean, I know we lost out on that kind of stuff, but it's also pretty cool. Your obligations have already been changed. So I think I need a hook to change it then? I never, I did a whole video on how this works, but I never thought about how to modify it after you've modified it. I don't think you can. You need a hook to do so? Once per lifetime. So it's treason then. Yeah, man, that is definitely going to be treason on his part. He's going to make me, he's going to make me join the revolt faction, you know? Like, against my liege, joining right now. I mean, it's not a terrible idea. If I were to join him... Huh. If I were to join that, that gets pretty spicy. Because I'm as far as his vassals go, I'm up there. Wait. My opinion of him is not 62. 100. I am the strongest vassal. Yeah, I'm the strongest single vassal. So I would be able to trip that up into my favor. The Craven, though, and I kind of like that. Versus this dude. I mean, it wouldn't be Spartacus if I didn't, well, not stage the revolt in this case, but join a revolt against him, right? Oh man, that'll be the discussion for next time, guys. Let me give some quick thank yous out here. So a quick heads up and thank you to Avery Powers, our newest member on the channel. So thank you very much, man. Oh, no, his opinion of me is 100. See? Opinion of me is 100. But if I click vassal and it says your opinion of Basilius is minus 62. Yeah, see, because it's not played by you, does not dictate your behavior. So I'm the strongest vassal, and I have the probably the biggest hit against him. So he probably looks at me and goes, "Oh, well, I got to do something about him." Son of a bitch. Ooh, yeah, we've never joined a revolt too. Good call, Border Collie. Ooh, this gonna be a lot of fun. Well, let me give out some thank yous here. We got plenty of thank yous to give. So let me look through viewer activity here. So Avery Powers, thank you very much for your donation of $5 and for becoming a new member of the channel. And the $5 donation from Timur, and then the $5 donation from YouTube user 914. One that big bad rap horn. Then of course we have the big donation of the day from Gordy with $50. So thank you very much, Gordy, here for the largest donation of the day at a big 50 bucker. Yeah, absolutely, Guinness. Thanks for watching, man. We'll probably be back again on Saturday and Sunday to do some streaming. I might be doing that one with Turin, so we're going to kind of figure this all out. We're going to have the Empire unit guide, though, in the next day or two. I'm probably going to work on it tonight to see if I can get it out tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, then probably on Saturday. So be on the lookout for that Empire unit guide for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. If I can think of any more Cyberpunk videos, I'm going to put something up on the I'll make a community post about it right now. So if people want to have a video about a specific mechanic or thing from the game, I'll make another guide video. But I personally don't find that there's much to make videos on for Cyberpunk. It's an open world sandbox. Play the open world sandbox, you know? It's like no one really wants to watch a GTA 5 how-to video unless it's a step-by-step guide on how to get something that's super hidden or a big Easter egg, you know? Like, I feel like you want to explore those worlds for your own. So if it's a lore video, I'll do that. If it's a guide video, I can do that. But I got plenty more ideas in the hopper, my bros. Thank you guys all very much for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And we'll be back here probably Saturday with another live stream. But as always, have a good one and take care.